on review. Book one was all about the books that I read for the last 40 years. And today I have my special guest. She is an author, entrepreneur, as well as a speaker to no other than Miss LS Kirkpatrick.
Hi, so good to be here. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome, Miss Alice. And can you please introduce more about yourself that I miss?
Sure. Yeah. Uh, about 3 years ago in January, I was a stay at home grandma and stay at home wife. Didn't really have much more than working on the farm, raising Mustangs and training them. And I started writing books for my grandchildren, and someone said I needed to publish my book. So I checked in to see what it was, and this whole world opened up to me. I now have 47 books. About 20 of them are mine. The rest are chapters that I've written in. And I've spoken on various stages, have my own podcast, and I am just enjoying life.
Well deserved, Miss Alice. Well deserved indeed. And thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and wisdom to the world. Hoping for more and more empowering books like this to come. So today, let's talk about your new release. Okay, let's talk about your new release called Voices of Success from Zero to Six Figures. What is all about?
Yeah, so this was actually a book that I hadn't thought about doing. Um, in September 2 years ago, I'd gone to New York for a book release. And when I got home, I kept getting this, I don't know if you'd call it message or I don't know what you call it, but it was like, you need to write this book. And I thought, I haven't even reached that yet. Why would I write a book about that? And the message I kept getting was, you're not the one writing it, you're the one gathering it together. And so I gathered, actually had 7 people who were wanting to be in it, but for various reasons, they weren't able to participate. And I tell you, the three beside myself that are in this book are very powerful. You hear this amazing, just triumph over troubles, over failures, over things that should have nothing to do with anything else. And I see I have a visitor here, my granddaughter Jen, who
Let's
decided
see
to
your
come in
visitor.
today.
Let's see your
Yeah,
visitor, Miss LS.
yeah. Um, but Dr. Reed's story is just powerful of going from someone who maybe shouldn't be where he is, and yet he is this powerful leader. We have Nikki Cuesta, who went through several challenges of her own, one of losing her brother, to now she is hosting this wonderful community of women that have all overcome different things. Jose Escobar, when he first started out, he said it was like standing at the foot of the mountain. And that first step was so crucial because if I don't step in the right direction, I don't know where I'm going to end up. And so he said, I have to just take a step. And he did. And now he has this very successful business, this amazing community called Connected Leaders Academy. And I have just been given this great gift to be able to present their stories for everybody. And I kind of tell my story of how it happened through this book too. So we not only have the Voices of Success book, but we also have a business devotional and study guide to go with it. So as you read this book, you can take the study guide to help you grow in your own business.
Interesting book, Miss LS. And the book title starts at zero. From the people you probably filed. What did zero represent for them? Was it a financial debt, a lack of opportunity, a crisis of confidence, or something else entirely?
Oh, you're going to have to read the book to find out. I don't want to give away their secrets. And I don't want
Definitely.
to sound coy about that, but it's just it's really is something you need to read to um, just experience what they experienced. It's incredible.
Incredible indeed. And Miss Alice, what was the most common catalyst or spark that propelled these individuals from place to lack to decision to build a six-figure life?
Well, that was very different for each person, just as it is for every entrepreneur today. What propels us to want to start a business? What propels us to have this message to tell others? And um, I think the biggest thing is we have something to share with somebody that needs help along the way. These amazing entrepreneurs are not out there for themselves. They're out there to help other people, to help others who have a voice and maybe are afraid to use it or have always been told their voice doesn't matter, but it does.
It does, people. And before the financial success, there had to be an internal shift. What was the most critical mindset these individuals had to adopt to even believe that six-figure reality was possible for them?
Wow, that is a powerful question. Um, and I think that answer is very individual for each person, especially for these entrepreneurs. They have very different reasons and very different meanings of what success is to them. I think the biggest thing is they wanted others to succeed and they wanted to do what they absolutely could do to help others succeed. And they've done that. And they show us how to do that for ourselves.
Miss LS, how did the definition of success evolve for these individuals on their journey? Was this a purely the financial milestone? Did become about something more?
Oh, no, it's definitely something more. Um, One thing Jose always says is a wave lifts all ships. So it's not just one single thing. It's not just, oh, I'm in it for the money. Because it's been proven again, if you're only in it for the money, you're never going to find that success that you want. Success is what you want when everything is said and done. And and the financial gain is the reward for reaching that success.
Interesting, Miss LS. What does the path from zero to the first 100 look like? What was a common, tangible first step these successful people took that anyone can replicate?
Um, they kept going. They didn't quit. And that's got to be the hardest thing to do is not quitting, not looking at failure in something as failure. There is no failure. There's a challenge. There's something that didn't work right. So you find a way to make something that does work right. And you keep going. Even when it seems like it's not working, sometimes you have to step back and look at the situation saying, why isn't this working? Am I reaching for something that I'm not ready to attain yet? Am I reaching for something that's impossible? But there is no impossible. So what's in the way? What's happening? Um, it's all a matter of continuing on despite maybe you're not quite there yet. And that's a hard thing to do. You know, there is no failure until you quit. And even then I don't count it as a failure. I just see it as you stopped before anything really happened. And it's so easy to want to quit. But you just keep putting one foot in front of the other. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in this book, but I have mentioned it in a couple of other books that for me, failure is this big hologram. It's mean, it's in your face, it's huge, it can overtake you, but it's not real. So you take one step through it and then you keep going on. And and usually you find out that it wasn't that big and scary after all, but it's our perspective of what's going on with it. I have a little post-it note that I keep here on my laptop, and it has two sayings on it. The first one is from John Maxwell, and it says, "Successful is something you are right now." And the second one is from Steve Harvey, and he says, "You already have a 100% success rate because you are where you are right at this moment." And those really help keep me going when it seems like things aren't working out. Just take a breath, step back, maybe let the dust settle, so to speak, and then continue on.
Yes, try and try until you succeed. Did you discover a common, repeatable framework or blueprint that emerges across the different stories, regardless of the industry?
Right, right. Yeah, things are changing all the time. And I look at life like a river. It's fluid, it's flowing. Sometimes it's really deep and it seems like it's just gently going along. Other times you're going through rapids, it's tough, it's wicked, but you can always step off to the side and walk around that part. Take your time or just take a break before you continue on. There's times that there's waterfalls that just seem insurmountable. Well, find a different way to get around it. Find a different way to navigate it, but you still keep on going. And 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 there's always those that go along the journey with you. You are never by yourself. If you feel like you're by yourself, then you need to go find people who are doing what you want to do and see what they do. Look at their examples, see if it fits with you. Someone could be absolutely successful at what you're doing, but it's not a path that you need to take that's not right for you. So you look at somebody else. And as you go through this looking, you're going to find what does work for you. But you have to look and you have to keep going.
Keep going, people, keep going. As I said, try and try until you succeed. What
Yes.
was the role of mentorship, community, or leveraging other people's knowledge in accelerating these journeys, Miss LS?
Oh, wow. Mentorship is amazing. If you don't have a mentor, you need to get at least one, maybe three. Same with coaching. Every coach has a coach. If your coach doesn't have a coach, go find somebody else because everybody is learning all the time. The world we know is changing constantly and it's changing faster than it was, say, 50 years ago. I was very young then. but but it is. I mean, look how much the world has changed just the last 2 years, the last 5 years. And so, as everything changes, you need to change with it. You need to see what works, what people are looking for. And I think maybe that was one of the biggest secrets I got from each of these people who actually are my mentors and coaches. They all saw that there were changes, and it's not that they had to change everything they did, but the biggest thing was, what are people looking for? We can have this amazing idea, this amazing concept, this amazing business, these amazing products, but if they aren't what people are wanting or looking for, they're not going to come and get them. So see what it is that your ideal, as we call them, avatar, the person that you want to hire you to help them in their success. What is it that they're after? What are they looking for? What are their needs? What are their fears? And once you figure that out and you see what it is that they need, then you can supply that need and you can help them through everything. It sounds really simple, and it really is, but we tend to want to complicate things, and we don't need to do that.
How did the voice of or voices of success you profiled view their responsibility to help others once they had made it?
Um, I think I need you to ask me that question again, perhaps in a different way, because I think I know what you're asking, but I want to be sure.
Miss LS, how did the voices of success you profiled view their responsibility to help others once they made it?
Oh, they are still helping others. Even though you make it or the person you're helping makes it, it really doesn't stop there because you've got to keep it going. There's so many people in this world who want to be a success, who are afraid of it, who don't know how, and and we need to be there for them. So if we say, "Oh, I've made it. That's it. I'm not going any further," that's fine. You can back off, but more than likely you're not going to want to because you see the great satisfaction in helping people reach where they want to go. um, when I first met Jose, his community was, I think, around 200 people. And in the US, maybe a couple of other countries, Canada and somewhere else. Now he has well over 500 people in his community. I think 46 countries. It's just amazing what's going on. And still today, he is there helping them. Everybody feels like they are working together to reach what they need. The same with Dr. Reed, the same with Nikki. Nikki's community is comprised of these women that are working to get to where they need to be. And once you get to one level, you realize there's more levels for you. So you never really stop unless you want to. And at that point, you've succeeded anyway. So it's good. And you've helped others succeed.
So to wrap up our discussion for today, Miss LS, having a documented these incredible journeys, what is the next frontier or questions you are now curious about?
Oh, goodness.
Hmm.
We do not have enough time for all of the questions I'm curious about. I love life and I love seeing people succeed. I love seeing people take that step into getting done. Right now, I have the Giving Book Volume 5 underway, and anybody can participate in it. Whether you have a story, artwork, a poetry, laughter, memoir, recipes, family things that are going on, they're all a part of the book. And volume 5 is already turning out to be just as powerful as the first 4 volumes. So I'm very excited about that.
Yes, and Miss LS, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and wisdom to the world. So, can you please invite our listeners to support your books, your advocacy, or whatever projects that you're doing right now?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I would love for them to be a part of the Giving Book. I have children's books. You can go to my website, lskirkpatrick.com, see what books I have, see what's ready to be released, see what's on the way, um, and talk to me. Tell me what it is that you're after. Tell me what it is that you want to do in life, and let's have a discussion.
Yes, people, let's support Miss LS Kilpatrick because if you support her for sure, more and more empowering books like this to come. So, Miss LS, thank you so much for
Thank you
your
so
time.
much. Yeah, thank you so much. It's been an honor to be on your show.
More to come, people. See you soon.